Hey, what is up guys? This is Primal Dialga, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the top 5 creepiest ghost type Pokemon. And out of 721 Pokemon, some are bound to be creeping in the shadows, but in the spirit of Halloween, today we're just going to be talking about the ghost type Pokemon. So starting off our list is Phantump, who isn't the little stumpy Pokemon that we think he is. The worst thing is you don't even know his deepest darkest secrets in Pokemon X, you can only reveal them in Pokemon Y. I mean, when you look at his Pokedex entry in Pokemon X, it says, these Pokemon are created when spirits possess rotten tree stumps and that they prefer to live in abandoned forests. Now you may be thinking, that sounds pretty generic and not scary at all. And you're correct unless you look at the Pokemon Y entry. In Pokemon Y it says, according to old tales, these Pokemon are stumps possessed by the spirits of children who died while in the forest. I'm sorry, but really, Game Freak? How can you leave that big of a chunk of a Pokemon's backstory out? And now, whenever you use Phantump in battle, just remember that you're being haunted by a little ghost child. And next on this list we have Lampent, and we also have a little bit of the same situation. In Pokemon Black and White, it kind of gave you a vague idea of what it does. That's really creepy. But it was confirmed in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 that this thing is insane. But in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, its Pokedex entry says, the spirits it absorbs fuel its baleful fire. It hangs around hospitals waiting for people to pass on. In my opinion, it doesn't get much creepier than that. I mean, imagine you're in a hospital, you're getting better every day, you think you're gonna make a recovery, and then you see a Lampent just sitting at your window, and then you know it's all over. And it doesn't matter what religion you are, whatever afterlife you may have in store, it's ruined because the second you die, Lampent sucks up your spirit and you're stuck in a Lampent forever. And there's no way to avoid this either, even if you decide, okay, I don't want this to happen, I'm just gonna end it now, too bad. A Lampent's gonna show up right as you do it, and it's gonna suck up your spirit. Now that I think about it, I wonder how long Lampents have been waiting for Betty White to die. And at our number 3 spot we have Gourgeist, which is actually probably the most appropriate Pokemon to be in this video. I really should have made the whole video on Gourgeist. But yeah, this is one pumpkin that you definitely don't want to smash. And not in that way. But for the first time on this list, both of the Pokedex entries are absolutely terrifying. In Pokemon X, it states, singing in eerie voices, they wander around the streets on the night of the new moon. Anyone who hears their song is cursed. And it really doesn't say in what way they're cursed, but I don't want to know. And the Pokedex entry in Pokemon Y is actually a little bit worse. It says, it enwraps its prey in its hair-like arms. It sings joyfully as it observes the suffering of its prey. And I know it doesn't say this, but I assume they're not singing like Beyonce or Lady Gaga. I assume it's something really creepy. And number 2 on this list is Bayonet, who is actually a Pokemon version of Chucky. And while there's no evidence that a Bayonet has ever killed anybody, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if something like that were to happen. And according to Bayonet's Pokedex entry in Emerald, all a Bayonet is a plush doll that was discarded from a child, and they wander around searching for the child that disowned it. And while it doesn't specifically state why Bayonet looks for its original owner, I kind of think that it's trying to murder them. But just think about it for a minute. Think about how many dolls or whatever that you've thrown out over the years. Think about at least one of those coming to life and hunting you down. That's what a bayonet is. But personally, my only fear with a bayonet would be if I ran into it in a dark alley or something like that. Oh, and the number one creepiest Pokemon to ever exist is Yamask? Yaboy Guzma? Whatever. And at first glance, it doesn't seem all that deserving at the top spot of this list. And you look at it and you see a little gold mask, you're like, oh, that's kind of weird. Until you realize that that's its face. According to its Pokedex entry in Pokemon Black, it says each of them carries a mask that used to be its face when it was human. Sometimes they look at it and cry. So, they carry around their own disembodied face with them. And it's even made worse by the Pokedex entry in Pokemon White. It says these Pokemon arose from the spirits of people interred in graves in the past ages. Each retains memories of its former life. So basically, if you're a human and your grave gets messed with by grave robbers or something like that, then you can not only become a ghost type Pokemon, but you will have a conscious memory of your old life as a person. So yeah guys, if that kid that stole your cookie in first grade really pissed you off, what you can do is wait until they die, mess with their grave, and then they'll spend all of eternity in limbo listening to some snot-nosed kid. But yeah, that's all I've got for you today. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like rating or a comment below. I hope you guys have a wonderful Halloween. Be sure to not trust any clowns that offer you any candy, and I'll see you guys in the next video.